Well, get ready to be inspired. Our next story is about a young girl facing a rare and challenging disease and the incredible community rallying around her. Lily is her name, and she was diagnosed with PDCD. It's a rare neurodegenerative mitochondrial disease at just 8 months of age. Now, her parents, Andrew and Holly, are leading the way in raising awareness and garnering support for their daughter, and you can help them at some upcoming event. We got Holly and Andrew Solinsky. They're back.
We're back.
Welcome back.
Glad to be back.
Yeah. So thanks for being on the show today. And I love we need an update, all right? Because it's been a while.
Yeah.
We had you on here last year. How is Lily?
Lily is fantastic. She has been just thriving. She is happy. She is smiling. She's signing more. Holly has been taking her to all kinds of occupational therapy and physical therapies, and so she's rolling now, learning skills that she would not otherwise be able to do if she didn't have access to these therapies. It's been incredible. Last summer we spent 3 weeks in Chicago, just doing all kinds of feeding and occupational and physical therapies, and that's where she learned to sit up for the first time. That's where she learned how to roll over.
So many milestones.
So many milestones.
Yeah.
And we just try to not put limits on who she is or what she can achieve, and we've really seen her thrive in that environment
I
too.
bet she's amazed and impressed you.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah,
and her
really
brother
has.
Theo is just her biggest cheerleader too, and it's really fun to see their relationship
I
bloom.
love this, and I want to make sure that everyone else can get on board with supporting your family. To do that, can you explain what the PDCD is?
Yeah, so you kind of touched on it. It's a mitochondrial disease. It is considered neurodegenerative. Her body just can't process carbs for energy, so it creates a buildup of lactic acid in the body, and the only treatment is the ketogenic diet. So really, right after we saw you guys last year, right around that time, she had transitioned to the keto diet, and it just slows the neurodegeneration. And we have seen such an increase in her energy since doing that as well. And it is considered a rare disease. The data is really limited, unfortunately, because it is a rare disease. And so the stats are scary. It says that 90% of kids will pass before 4, but we are seeing families thriving and Lily's thriving. And I think we feel really confident that that won't be the case for Lily.
Well, we could certainly hope so. I mean, a horrible prognosis, right?
Yeah.
You're fighting that on the daily, but to see you guys continually support and there she is. Sorry, I was just waiting for a picture. I've been looking at the monitors. There's Lily. Okay. Oh my goodness,
She's so happy.
She's adorable. Now, lately,
you.
you mentioned though something new over the past few months has risen up, and this is some seizures.
Yeah, so that's kind of a key characteristic of PDCD. It's actually one of the primary causes of death with kids with this condition because they are so severe. So we're still navigating it. We just had a follow-up EEG last week, and we're still kind of trying to tweak the medication to manage that. But we've already seen a really huge increase since we've started to manage those, like in her energy, her affect. Just feels like she's getting back to herself because we had a rocky few months there for a while. But
something that we could do to help you guys, of course, is to come to one of these events. Let's talk about last year's event. I mean, we had the first one. How did it go?
It was so amazing. It was way bigger than we thought it was going to be, which was it was an amazing experience. I mean, so she was diagnosed in April. We had the event at the end of June. So, I mean, in 2 months we threw this together.
And it was just Holly doing that too. It was not like this big team of people coming and doing it. It was a motivated mom.
It was just a coping mechanism.
Mama Bear kicked in,
right?
Yep.
Yeah. And so I think we had around 90 vendors. We had live music. We had beer and wine, food trucks,
kids activities,
raffles,
all kinds of things.
And we couldn't have done it without the community. I mean, we had people coming in. We had a local mom who bought water tables for kids to play with at the event. We had all of the vendors had agreed to donate 10% of their profits that day. It just, we couldn't have been as successful without all the community support. And so with everything, we were able to raise right around $51,000.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And that money, of course, is getting put to good use because your life has been upended over the past couple of years. I mean, really, everything is revolving around Lily and what we can do for her. There's another event coming up. How can we help?
Yeah, so as a rare disease parent, it's really, like, this is up to us to go and fund the research that goes into saving our kids. And there's not big institutions that are funding this and everything. And so last year's money, this year's money, 100% of it goes to the PDCD Foundation. And so we're starting an event this year again. We have over 100 vendors at this event. We have raffle prizes that include an Aiden Hutchinson signed jersey, Traeger Grill, giveaways to Grand Traverse Resort, all kinds of bourbon.
Really good stuff.
And it's all on, if you go to our Facebook page, you can see all of the event information, but all the prizes and everything too. You definitely want to check that out. But Holly has worked so hard to organize recognized vendors. It is bigger this year than it was last year. And
yeah, and there's lots of interactive things. There's like permanent jewelry, face paint for the kids. I think Rapunzel's going to show up this
excellent.
year.
So we got shopping, we
Live
got kids
music,
activities, we got characters, we
beer
got
and wine and seltzers.
Okay, so everybody's going to have a great time, and
Yes,
raffles too. So
Yes.
we're going to raise the end goal here, obviously, is to raise a bunch of money to make sure that this family is supported. We're going to get the information on the screen for you, so you can go to the second annual Love for Lily Hope for PDCD event, May 4th, Fulton Street Market, great venue, from 11 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. It's absolutely free to attend. We hope to see you there. Thanks to seeing you.
Thank you
nice
so
seeing you.
much.
Nice to see you too.
Thanks for being here. Hopefully we'll
Thank
get a
you.
great update in a year.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thanks.
And it's the weekend before Mother's Day too. So like get out there, get your mom something, and come support a good cause too.
Double dipping. I like where your head's at. We'll be right back.